the Delta variant is way more contagious, and they've seen that it's actually more, it can cause 2 times more infections. So it's almost not just two. So if before you were infecting 2 people, now you're infecting almost 5 people. That's how much it's spreading faster. And the only way you can really well, there's many things you can do, but the one thing that we have is vaccines. I guess the vaccine is what protects you from hospitalization, deaths, and severe infections. So next slide, please. So there are a few things to know. I think if we can remember those, is that it's more than 2 times contagious as the prior variants. That's why the chances of catching it are much easier than it was before. And this is not fully vetted yet, but this is being said that some studies like in Canada and Scotland are showing that in people who are unvaccinated, the Delta variant illness can be way more severe than the prior strains. The greatest risk of transmission is still amongst the unvaccinated people. So people who, like most of the people that we are seeing, majority of the people that are getting the infections are unvaccinated people. And it is true that fully vaccinated people can have and are having breakthrough infections, but majority of the times they do not get admitted to the hospital, and their infectious timing is much shorter. So they are less likely to spread the infection to as many people because they're infectious much shorter of a time. They're not that infectious for that long compared to unvaccinated people. So this is another thing that has happened from last year, is like there's so much data out there, numbers, like how much percent. So I think this kind of crystallizes it for anyone who wants to see, like, you know, how when, so if we see the first numbers on each side, when we came out with these vaccines, this we know this, this is the Pfizer BioNTech vaccine over here that they're comparing. So for alpha, symptomatic disease, it was 94% effective. And for hospitalization, it was 95% effective. And then if you see for Delta, for hospitalization, this Pfizer vaccine is still 96% effective to avoid hospitalizations. For symptomatic disease, they're saying 88% because they are seeing breakthrough infections, but that's still symptomatic disease as in mild symptom disease. You won't be hospitalized. So that is very important to remember, that I think we're still lucky that despite how contagious this virus variant is, the vaccine we have is still very effective. So that is a very important number to kind of remember, that it's a very effective vaccine still.